Well, a bank parking lot in Clearwater turned into a crime scene last night. Police say an 18-year-old carjacker was getting away in a woman's car when she pulled her own gun and shot him dead. And now there are lots of questions, including whether this victim was justified in shooting a car thief. Fox 13's Lloyd Sowers is covering this story. So what's the central question tonight in this case, Lloyd?
Kelly, it's whether the victim was actually threatened when these two carjackers were leaving the scene. Did she shoot in self-defense? Police say 17-year-old Jarnalen Coleman and 18-year-old LaSupta Singletary had been in trouble before. Police say they brought guns Monday night to this bank parking lot at Belcher and Bel Air in Clearwater. They'd arranged to meet a woman and her 18-year-old son to buy a car from them. But instead, police say Coleman and Singletary pulled guns and took the son's car. But as they drove away, the mother pulled her own gun and fatally wounded Singletary. Police say there's lots of questions, including, was the woman justified at shooting at the teens who were leaving in her son's car?
There's no speculation there. She fired a weapon during the course of an armed robbery. The timeline's going to be critical in determining when that shot was fired and what the threat was at the point in time the shot was fired.
Police aren't releasing many details, like how many guns they recovered, or whether the woman's gun was legally obtained, or just how far they believe the two teens had driven in that bank parking lot before she fired at them.
What they'll be doing is looking at surveillance videos, talking to witnesses to see when that shot was fired, how far the vehicle was when that shot was fired, to determine if self-defense was actually a valid defense here.
We went to the home of the woman who did the shooting, 36-year-old Louise Ornduff, but there was a sign on the door saying she didn't want to talk.
It's going to be tough in this case, too, because the vehicle's in motion. We don't know where that shooting occurred, how far he was when he was actually impacted.
They're in a bank parking lot. I've yet to see a video. I don't know if one exists, but that may be telling.
It may well be, and we also would have mentioned that one of those two alleged carjackers survived this, the 17-year-old. He is charged with second-degree murder because a death occurred during a felony. And now it's up to the state attorney's office to determine if Louise Ornduff fired in self-defense or whether she will be charged.